Burst Squad has to be the worst first-person shooter on Steam. While its online mode is dead, at least it does have bots. But unfortunately, these bots are hit scan and kind of suck. There are different modes. There's Team Deathmatch, which is broken because you can't level out the teams. There's Deathmatch that does work, but you'll suffer for playing it because the bots have hit scan, so the likelihood that you're going to stay alive for any length of period is little. And then the other mode is like a conquest mode, which really all you're fighting for is the center, because the spawns are so close to the A and C that the likelihood that you're going to capture that is basically nothing. And with the AI following similar patterns and having hit scan within certain distances, it can be abused a little bit. So what about the guns? Well, the guns put enemies down quickly, and they also put you down quickly, so time to kill is extraordinarily short. But there are still some clear, better guns. The M16's okay, about a mid-tier assault rifle. I think the AK-47's a little bit worse, just because its fire rate isn't as good, though it does probably have a slightly higher damage per shot, but it's so hard to tell since everything dies so quickly anyway. The third automatic rifle is the KA Val, which by far is the best of them. It has an incredibly high fire rate. It does have quite a bit of kick to compensate, but you can actually use that to spam headshots if you're good enough. And both secondary weapons feel exactly the same. Class systems are largely redundant. You can freely choose what grenade types you have, and the secondary abilities do things like increase your running speed, increase how fast your health regens, increase how much ammo you start out with. And while in theory these could be great options, because the time to kill is so quick, the regen doesn't really do all that much. The ammo capacity can be good if you're doing lots of covering fire, but if you're just getting in there, that's also redundant. The sprinting probably is the most useful, but since they're hit scan anyway, they're gonna detect you and hit you regardless of how fast you're running. So everything that's there feels redundant. The class abilities are also kind of stupid. The medic one lets you summon a robot that heals you faster, but not only can the enemy take this down, but you can accidentally shoot it as well, thus decreasing the likelihood that it's going to stay on the field for any period of time. Other classes spawn like mines and other things. It's just not great. I can see why the online mode of this died, because weren't bothered by the lack of proper iron sights, or you're okay with the way the gun's shot. The lack of maps and the quality of the maps that are there are really bad. Each map is related to a specific mode, so you can only play that mode in that map, so that would get really boring, and they don't really have any good places to control, and spawn points are essentially the same no matter what side you're on, so spawn camping is extraordinarily easy. But the sad thing is that this still has bots in it, which is something that Gundam Evolution, or whatever it's called, didn't do. So at least it's got that going for it, but is it worth paying for, where Gundam Evolution is free and you just have to suffer through extraordinarily long wait times? Well, no, it's not worth buying. But what do you think about games like this? If indie developers should really be trying to do online-only games, even if they do have bots like this, it's It's just something that I've been kind of thinking about lately. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. If you didn't, maybe consider watching another video. It might be up to your tastes. Either way, I'll see you there. Bye.